Micro teaching assignment, Meredith Dukes, on cognitive development. What is cognitive development? Well, it's the study of the neuroscience and psychology focusing on a child's development in terms of information processing, conceptual resources, perceptual skill, language learning, and other aspects of brain development, and cognitive psychology compared to an adult's point of view. During infancy and toddlerhood, children understand far more words than they actually speak. At the age of 3, most children's spoken vocabulary consists of about 900 words. By the age of 6, their spoken vocabularies expand dramatically to anywhere between 8,000 and 14,000 words. Between those ages, young children experience a language explosion. During this language explosion, their expressive abilities, or their spoken language, start to catch up with their receptive skills, or their ability to comprehend language. There are many different theories about cognitive development, language, and communication. Here is just one. Jean Piaget theory proposed that children's thinking goes through a set of series of major stages. Piaget believed that children's cognitive skills unfold naturally as they mature and explore their environment. On the right, you will see a graph with the different stages of cognitive development. I will go to more detail in a moment. The first stage of Piaget's cognitive development is the sensory motor stage. This is between the ages of 0 and 2 years old. In this stage, young children gain their knowledge through sensory experiences and manipulating objects. An important element in this stage is developing object permanence, the understanding that an object continues to exist even when they cannot be seen. In the picture to the right, you'll see a child holding a ball. The adult puts the ball behind a board. Does the child know that the ball still exists? Once they learned object permanence, they will know that the ball is under the board. The second stage of Piaget's stages of cognitive development is the preoccupational stage. These are between the ages of 2 and 7. In this stage, kids learn through pretend play and experiences with real objects. You'll notice in the picture, the child is playing with a doll like it was a real baby. Children can struggle with logic and taking the point of view of other people still. They also have trouble with understanding the ideal of consistency. The third stage of Piaget's stages of cognitive development is the concrete operational stage. These kids are between the ages of 7 and 11. At this point, the kids begin to think more logically. They still struggle with abstract and hypothetical concepts, like the picture to the right. Both glasses have the same amount of water, but when in a taller, skinny glass, these kids will think that that glass has more water. They can also become less egocentric and begin to think about how other people might think and feel. The fourth and final stage of Piaget's stages of cognitive development is the formal operational stage. This starts at the age of 12 and goes up to adulthood. The final stage involves an increase in logic, the ability to use deductive reasoning, and an understanding of abstract ideas. At this point, people become capable of seeing multiple potential solutions to problems and think more scientifically about the world around them. In conclusion to Piaget's stages of cognitive development, These stages might not always be the case, and the ages might not always be the same. Piaget said that children will learn at their own rate when they are ready. Children's language represents their stage in cognitive development. One of the most important elements to remember of Piaget's theory is that the creation of knowledge and intelligence is an inherently active process. Now you take a chance to further explore Piaget's stages of cognitive development. You can perform or find an example of his stages in action, and then find one way that Piaget's stages have been criticized. This is the end of my micro teaching assignment. Thank you for your time. Meredith Dukes.